What's going on? It's Juraj York here from Sauna Digital. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down the setting framework that is allowing us to come in and collect more than $10,000 in 7 days for creators, consultants, mentors that are offering a really good high-ticket product on the market right now, right? We're going to be breaking that down and showing you guys the real behind the scenes, right? But before we dive in, right, I really want to break down for you guys, which I'm sure you already know, right? And I hope you guys can see my screen. This is something new I'm doing here, messing with the iPad drawing. So top of funnel, right? That's going to be your content, right? Which, you know, your organic places like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, all your places. That's going to be your content, right? Top of funnel, what's getting you attention, right? It's going to be your content, right? You need to make sure that, especially in today's marketplace, that you're putting out actual like educational or like real informative information that people can get a real intrinsic value from. Intrinsic value, right? Or like monetary gain from actually like watching your content, right? Like your content needs to be giving people a push in a direction that will help them either to, you know, gain more money, you know, get better in their business so they can progress in life, you know, like actually help this person to get better, right? And from that, you should be generating, you know, and building more opt-ins, right? And like tailoring your content toward a high converting lead magnet, right? That, you know, that their problem will get solved from watching this education and informative content, right? Like this lead mag should solve a big, like deep rooted problem that can get solved and that they want to, you know, keep learning from you, right? They want to come learning from you because you've solved this deep rooted problem, right? Oh shit, man, we're about to fuck this up. Damn. All right, I'm gonna have to erase this. Sorry guys, like I said, it's my first time doing this. And I just drew a big ass line through that and I don't know where the undo button's at. So, right, down into lead mag, like I said, that is right into, you know, solving a big problem, right? A really deep rooted problem that your customer, your avatar, that they're dealing with, right? So from the lead mag, right? All of these people are going to be coming inbound, right? These are inbound leads now, right? Because you put together a lead mag that is actually like shit they want, right? It's high producing, it's high converting. You're getting like, I should pop in the screen of like some of the brands we're running and some of the people that we're scaling, like how many people are opting in for the lead magnet, right? So there's a constant influx of inbound leads coming in, right? Through like your acquisition channel, right? Content is an acquisition channel, right? That you need to perfect, right? All of this that I'm about to go over today is just an acquisition channel, right? For leads of people that will pay for what you have to offer, right? So these inbound leads, what happens from here, right? They come inbound. Now they opt in, right, for whatever you've put out to solve their problem based around the content that you're putting out, right? And based around the information that you're giving them, right? Because the information you're giving them is solving a big problem, right? And so they're asking for this lead magnet, you know, swiping up with, you know, keyword or whatever that is, right, that you're giving out to them. They're opting in by saying the keyword, okay? And then now what are we going to do? We're going to give resource, right? We're going to give resource. We're going to DM set and start the nurture process, right? We're going to continue to nurture, right? Then we're going to appointment set, and then we're going to close, right? And then guess what we're going to do? Let me free up some space for y'all. Y'all understand that top of funnel is content, right? All right. So after that, what are we going to do? Scale. Back in the top of funnel. Literally. And I hope this makes sense, right? And what we're going over today is like starting from right here, right? What happens right here? That's what we're going over today. Because most of y'all understand, this is like, I hope you've been following me, because if you're tuning into the video right now, this probably looks like a clusterfuck. But this is like the most important process to get completely like hands off and scale your agency to $50,000, $80,000, $100,000 a month, right? Like optimizing this area right here, fixing every leak in the funnel right here in this process, will help you be able to scale and collect more cash than probably you've seen in probably the last 3 months with your offer. Straight up. Like I'm talking about 10K in 7 days pretty easily, right? Because when you break down the numbers, right, I'm pretty sure I can add a layer and then take that one off, right? When you break down the numbers, 9 sales at 10K equals 90K a month, right? That's 9 buyers throughout your audience of hopefully 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000, 20,000 plus people, right? That's only 9 buyers a month. 10 sales is 90K a month, right? 1 mil per year equals 83.3K per month, right? That's 17 sales. That's 17 sales at 5K. And that's, 28 sales at 3K, right? Just so you know I'm not bluffing, let me pull up my calculator right quick. And 17 times 5, that's 85K. I couldn't remember that off the top of my head. 28 times 3, that's 84K. All right, per month, right? So my question to you, and just the question of this video is, how do you build a system that can guarantee you 9 sales guaranteed at least every month on your 10K offer, or at least 17 sales on your 5K offer, or at least 28 sales on your 3K offer, right? Like, how can you guarantee that you will be on a run rate for over $1 million a year and scaling your personal brand to multi-7 figures? Like, how do you actually do that, right? It's by leveraging and optimizing these systems right here, right? Like, we're in a day and age where if you know how to build a proper acquisition channel, Oh shit, that's the wrong thing. This is funny. I hope y'all are following me because I'm learning. Open layers. All right, there we go. Instead of the other button. All right. So if you can leverage how to, the currently selected layer is hidden. No, I want that one. All right, this thing's confusing me, man. I hope y'all are following me though. All right, and I hope this is making sense, right? Top of funnel content, right? Down into, you need to give them something of real value right in here, right? And this is going to be solving a really big problem. Like, your content should be tailored towards that, right? Giving them real intrinsic value, adding monetary value and gain to their life. They should opt in for the lead mag. That's going to solve a big problem and keep positioning you as an expert in the space, right? They're gonna come inbound. They're going to opt in. They're either going to DM or comment the keyword. We're going to give them the resource and DM set them, start the nurture process so we can appointment set, close, take the money, rinse and repeat, scale, get more people coming in, right? And then as that dries up, we scale into ads based off the winning content and the winning strategies tailored toward the perfect lead mag that's going to be high converting, and get the most qualified and targeted ICP people inbound to your funnel so we can continue to scale and continue to get you on a run rate of $1 million a year and close more than 9 people on your 10K offer, 17 people on your 5K offer, or 28 people on your 3K offer, right? And that when you break it down like that, it's so simple, right? Honestly, it really is. It really is. You just have to leverage the proper acquisition channels and inbound and outbound funnels, like I said, that we're going to go over on this channel. And on this video, we're going mainly over inbound like I'm talking about right now. If you leverage these proper channels properly, you can collect more cash, like I said, than you've probably seen in the last 3 months with your offer, straight up, just by implementing some simple systems, okay? So to keep this going and to start diving into what I just broke down, right? Let's go over the setting framework that's going to help you collect cash super fast just by implementing these simple acquisition steps, right? And this is completely inbound right now. We're going to go over it outbound as well, but this is really the inbound that we're going over and that you can leverage up front right now that I'm pretty positive you aren't doing to collect. We're doing 10K in 7 days. All right. And if you're getting value from this channel and you're 11 minutes in, and I'm just getting in the presentation right now for you guys that we put together, right? Make sure you follow, like us, and subscribe, right? Because we're gonna be giving out real sauce, real value of how to actually go out here and scale high ticket offers, and the real behind the scenes of the systems that we're implementing into these coaches, into these mentors, businesses, and personal brands that are helping them, continue to get an influx of leads coming in so they can scale their high ticket offer. All right. And the benefits of this acquisition system that I've been going over, right, is that this system works around the clock free of ourselves, right? So we implemented this into our own business just to prove that it works. And it literally brings in and closes leads without our presence 24/7, right? It's how I was able to go to Colombia and continue to make money. Teams are running, fulfillment's still going, right? Like all I need to do is worry about content, making content assets like this. They're going to keep attracting the right ICP and worry about fulfillment, right? And like outside of that, the systems are running, the teams are in place, and it's just scaling, right? And that's what everybody wants. And I hope that's what you want with your personal brand, especially if you have an offer higher than 3K. It is literally so easy for you out here to target the right people and be on a run rate over $1 million a year this year. Like get on pace for your actual goals, right? And where you want to go. All right. And, this channel, this acquisition channel that we're leveraging gives us the ability to give 100% focus on client fulfillment, like I was just talking about. This means every client is now satisfied, right? Happy clients circle right back into the system in the form of case studies, testimonials, making it smoother and smoother as time goes by, creating a real ecosystem, right? All you should be worrying about as, a mentor, a coach, a person online giving real value, right? A guru in the space. All you should worry about is content and fulfillment. All that back end stuff, you should leave it to people like us. Like, honestly, if you really want to scale, right? But I know, like myself, some of us are hard-headed, so we're going to give you all the sauce and the systems to be able to do it for yourself, right? Because I want everybody to win, and I hope that we give you enough value that you use our systems to go make money, and then you keep coming to us to keep helping you make money, right? Because that's what we're breaking down on here, all right? And so what is setting? I'm sure you're aware that the setting process is just literally setting appointments, and that's the lifeline to your business regardless of the industry, right? You need people coming in, booking appointments, showing up to look at what you have to offer to the marketplace, right? Straight up, right? So now, like I said, we broke down the whole acquisition funnel, right? Of what it looks like from top of funnel to content, to putting out education stuff, to putting out a proper high producing lead mag, to getting people to opt in inbound, right? Give their stuff up. Now we're talking to them, start conversation. We DM set, nurture into an appointment set, right? Because we've solved one of their big problems already. And now we just lean on that. Like, why did you want to solve that, right? We go into our neuromarketing method that we're about to break down for you guys and like really pull out and be personable with them, right? Like, no, we have the solution that you're looking for, right? I already know this because based off the actual lead mag and the high producing lead mag I put out to the audience, like, you have to be wanting my solution, right? You need to be wanting what I offer, right? Because you're already in interest of the first step of the funnel, right? That means if I can fix the first step of your funnel, which is fixing your inbound lead flow, which is what I'm doing right now for you guys, you're going to need all of our other systems, right? You're going to want to learn how to fully automate this whole process. How do you track people's info into a CRM once they opt in, right, for the lead mag? Like, where do the emails go? How do I email nurture off that, right? How do I actually put people in a place and collect their number, email, info about them, and like track my calls, my KPIs, and my metrics, right? Like, how do I put a proper appointment setter in place? How do I put a VA in place? How do I put a closer in place to produce on this high-level offer? How do I make sure that the appointment setter and the closer are on the same team and that the appointment setter is producing at a high level so that the closer is getting on super highly qualified leads and closing more than 50% of the people that get on the call because they're just lay down sales, right? How do you run this neuromarketing method, right? And if we can fix your top of funnel, your inbound acquisitions, right, you're going to need the rest of the stuff that we're about to dive into, right? And that we offer and that we can plug into your business fully automated, completely hands off for you, right? And I hope that makes sense, right? Because it makes more sense for me as I'm doing it. And then as I talk about it to you guys, it literally makes more sense for me, like, that this is just a no-brainer and like literally one of the best things and one of the best industries and markets to be in right now because of how infinitely scalable it is, like straight up, right? So let's, here nor there, I'll dive into rabbit holes fast, as you can see. Let's dive into the DM setting process, the overview, inbound, outbound, right? So warm dial setting overview, right? This is kind of the outbound strategy, right? All metrics are tracked, right? That way, you know that you're targeting your proper ICP through the outreach methods outbound, right? So this is where understanding your, ideal ICP, your perfect target audience, down to a T of like who they are, what they like, so as you perfect that, so now when you plug people in VAs to outbound with the proper scripts and the neuromarketing methods that are going to push them back to your content, which is going to push them back to the top of funnel, which is going to push them to the education you're putting out, which is going to push them to the lead mag, right? Like, if you can go get people to keep bringing into the funnel and bring people to the fold, right? This is when it just becomes like exponentially scalable, right? Because now outbound and inbound are fully optimized, right? So while tracking outbound, you're going to casually find the desire and problem, and push them, like not push them, but like you're going to get them to pull it out and have a genuine conversation as a real creator on the internet that's looking to actually help people and give out value to that marketplace and to that audience, right? And then you're going to pitch a call to talk about it and see where you can help them, right? And guide them along the journey. Either way, you want to just continue giving value to the audience, right? Because it just trickles, right? You're going to capture these leads, right? And then double back if they don't commit into the initial conversation, right? Like, don't push it, don't force it, right? Just allow it to go, nurture them every once in a while. Like, hey, how's it going in said field, right? Just nurture them. Show that you're real, show that you care, keep giving them value and a reason to follow you. I promise they will buy, straight up, right? And you will just continually convert people, continue to convert your audience at a really high rate, all right? And I hope that makes sense. And there is a way to fully track all of this back-end stuff in a CRM where it doesn't feel like you're having to scroll down and dig through, who responded, who didn't, right? Like, get actual automated systems to fix this part, right? So you can nurture them properly. They can go into email campaigns so they continue to get nurtured, right? So they can go into DM setting campaigns and they know which stage of the funnel and process they're in, right? So you know where you're at in the process if you're going to do it yourself. Or you're just going to allow us to come in and do it for you, right? And this is what we take over and manage for you and let you just worry about content and fulfillment, right? And I hope that makes sense, all right? So the inbound strategy, right? Inbound setting is simply about getting qualified leads on sales calls, right? The people that opt in, right? The people that are hitting you up just naturally about like bro, I love what you got going on. Like, how do I get inside, right? Because you're hitting them with the proper angles and the proper story strategies to pique curiosity and get interest and engagement of like, yo, I got to get inside the inner circle. Literally, like literally, that's what people are saying inside the DMs. I'll show you one of them. It should be on one of our shorts on the YouTube. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm like, look, it's this easy. I'm managing an account for one of the creators, right? Because the DM setter was traveling. Like I said, we have a team that we implement, and I'll even get in the trenches with them, need be. I'll sit on the couch responding to DMs on one of the creators that we collected more than 12K cash in the first 14 days for him, right? I was sitting on the couch and he was like, yo, how do I join the GOAT team, right? Like literally, like how do I join you guys? Like how do I get inside? And that's what you want. You want people that are literally just like hopping on sales call and converting, bro. Like just converting, right? And like I was breaking down, right? Inbound, you're going to go opt in. We're going to identify desire. We're going to identify the problem. We're going to financially qualify them, right? Like we don't want to waste our time. We don't want to waste their time. I mean, like especially we don't want to waste our time, right? Because we got a lot of leads to get back to, right? So financially qualify them, see where they're at, push them to the right stage in the funnel, right? Like this is where if you have a really high ticket offer, like this is where we create a low ticket little spot that still is another upsell, but it's like it's a downsell, but it's an upsell from letting them just walk away without paying and getting closer to getting the answers to what they really need, right? And paying that 10 grand, right? If that makes sense, right? And so then after, we financially qualify, we're going to gain a level of commitment, and then we're going to pitch the call, right? Like pitch the appointment call where we're going to appointment set, and then we're going to close, right? Don't rush the closing process, right? Get on the call, give them value, push them to pull out the why and the pain, right? Okay, yeah, actually let's set up a call to talk about our mentorship because, man, I really think that could help you, right? But, like I said, I wanted to just see where you were at first, okay? And then get the agreement and move on, right? Like really qualify them, okay? That way, you're closing at a really high percentage. And along this whole process, you're really tracking every single metric, right? That way you know where the leaks are at in your business, right? So let's say you implement our system, or even not, like you're tracking leads maybe in a Google Doc or a Google Sheet where the leads are at and you just have it, right? Like tag the leads where they are, whether it's an inbound, outbound lead, right? And if they're booked, like if they're marked as booked, that means they scheduled a call. If we mark them as ordered, that means the Calendly was sent, right? If we mark them as lead, that means they're qualified. And if we mark them as flagged, that means they're unqualified, right? So it just allows you to see where they're at and like which part of the funnel they're in, but actually see if they're like qualified and like worth the time to keep going, so you can track your leads as far as like, okay, like this one's marked as flagged for unqualified. Okay, now you write in the in the section, or at least in our CRM, you write in there like tab about them, like why they were unqualified. I gave them said resources to help them grow. Follow up, let's say in 30 days to see where they're at, or in 2 weeks to see if they actually implemented what they're doing, right? Because if they did implement what they're doing, they should have got real intrinsic value, right? If they implemented the lead mag, or if they implemented the actual like assistance and guidance you gave them, they should get real intrinsic value to gain more money in the field, or the the field, or like the journey that they're in right now, to push them up further down the funnel to get them to want to buy from you, if that makes sense, right? And I hope this really does make sense, because I'm really trying to break this down for you guys of what it looks like to scale offers, okay? And like I said, if you want to scale your offer, make sure you reach out to us. I'm going to keep throwing in that CTA all the time. That's why we're here. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're here. This is a content asset that, I think we have 20 subscribers at the time, but just know that we're about to build an 8-figure marketing machine, right? And go on a $1 billion run. I genuinely believe it. I genuinely believe I can touch $1 billion in my lifetime, straight up, just because of my network, who I know, the way I think, and the people I surround myself with, and the way they think. It's very unorthodox and out the matrix, like I was in the beginning of the video. But here nor there, right? KPI tracking, the setting process. We track all metrics, right? That way you know the entire setting process is optimized, okay? And if you need KPI tracking like sheets and stuff like that, make sure you reach out to us if you need them. We'll send them over to you guys, right? Because we want you to succeed, okay? Like I said, you need to be tracking everything from follows to inbound leads to DMs to convos to calls scheduled to how many outbounds were sent to response rate on the outbounds to split testing the copy to, the whole 9 yards, right? And this is where we're saying if you're a mentor, a coach, consultant, anybody with a high ticket offer, like there's no possible way that you can be worrying about content, fulfillment, writing copy, running the right strategies, staying up to date in the market, right? Staying hot, closing leads, nurturing people. Like there's no way. You won't have enough time, especially once you actually break the system and run these strategies that I'm diving into, right? Start tracking the metrics, see where you're leaking at, and plug the funnel, right? Get actual systems that can automate them for you, right? Get appointment setters, right? Get VAs, DM setters, right? Like get high level people. And we like to leverage our network, right? We literally had a sales training this morning with I'm training 3 goons right now, 3 more goons that are just like saucy, running straight through that whole NAPQ framework. Like they already know it, like the back of their hand. Like we leverage our network because I know that they're trained up to close, and we're setting them up in the right processes, like based off how we're nurturing people and talking to people in the DMs. It works just like butter with how we sell too, right? And it all needs to be in congruence for it to work. It has to be in congruence for it to work, okay? And I hope this makes sense, right? And this is really the beauty of an optimized system, okay? The system we laid out creates an entire lead generation system that is working 24 hours, 7 days a week, 100% free of you, right? The fact is, like I was talking about, you can't possibly optimize client fulfillment when you're simultaneously focused on acquisition and scaling and running your own ads and testing winning copy and running the email marketing and adding a new sequence to it, adding a new drip sequence, figuring out, tracking CTAs, what's working, how can I continue to produce at a high level, right? Like there's so many moving pieces. And where people are failing right now is feeling like they can do it all themselves, right? At least pay us to implement these systems for you. And then you can hire you can do what you need to do, but at least you'll have the systems to scale, right? But most people that we're working with are taking these systems and also staying on to allow us to plug in the DM setters, the appointment setters, right? Like doing the full model for them, right? Because it's just a no-brainer, right? Like we're just plugging in a system that's going to literally build you an ecosystem to collect cash, right? Like, boom, it's a no-brainer, right? So when acquisition is handled, you then have time for calls, service, and having an actual personal life. Like I said, getting you 100% hands-off and free. So our gift to you, wrapping up this video, right? I'm 28 minutes in, and if you're this deep, I commend you because I was rambling a little bit, but I really hope this makes sense, especially if you have an offer that's greater than 2K. Even if you're trying to scale up to that point, I hope this makes sense for how you can scale and what it looks like actually top of funnel and putting systems in and tracking at a high level, right? Our gift to you that we're doing for other people right now and that we want to just actually broadcast it, right? It's a 7-day organic lead funnel, all right? We want to show you how powerful this really is when run properly, all right? So for free, we will implement this system into your education company in just 7 days, all right? In those 7 days, we guarantee at least 10K cash collected for you and your education company, right? That's 10K in 7 days. After that week, you can choose to move forward with us, or you could take that money, implement our system, and scale without us. All right? No hard feelings. But like I said, I'm going to continue to break down and give you guys a sauce of what it actually looks like. All right? That's just our gift to you, right? So let's say you don't want to work with us and you just actually want the method we're running, right? This is what it is. It's a 7-day strategy. This is our neuromarketing method that I said puts people in congruence with the exact process that we sell in and how we're collecting cash for these creators at a really high level. All right. Our neuromarketing method will be the first part of the system, right? It's going to be based off identifying your ICP, your target audience, and talking directly to them. Okay. So booking calls and closing deals, relying on only organic audience, no ad spend whatsoever, right? We book the calls and we close the deals, right? And this all happens within our 7-day strategy, right? Like I was saying, you can either allow us to implement this for 7 days for free, or you could just, implement what I'm about to talk about, no hard feelings, right? Even if you do the free thing, right? Take the money, take a look at our systems, and then, you can try and scale without us, but it tends to not work. So as far as that goes, what we do is to leverage organic, right? We run a story CTA strategy that's proven and tested now, right? Like I said, we can guarantee to collect at least $10,000 for you within 7 days with your offer, all right? We'll collect inbound leads through our proven CTA story strategy. That's 3 testimonial story posts, followed by an offer post and a qualification post, right? Talking directly to your ICP to ensure that only the most qualified leads swipe up and opt in, okay? So the setting strategy, once the leads opt in through the CTA strategy, we'll personally qualify them and set and schedule a closing call, right? We'll start by finding their desire and then finding their problem, financially qualifying them, then scheduling the call, like I went over earlier in this presentation that we went over today. All right. And so if you're curious on our exact script, you can watch our previous video where I actually dive in the actual script that we run, right? That keeps us in congruence when we get on these sales calls and keep running through the DM setting, appointment setting, and closing process, right? Our closing strategy, right? So once the call is booked, our top salesman and our sales rep that's going to be managing your account will handle the closing calls for you as well over the 7 days. And if we move forward, right? On the call, we'll run the prospect through the NAPQ framework like I was diving into. Then we'll close the deal, right? Really diving into the NAPQ framework. We leverage it, that neuromarketing system in the content angles, the story, right? Really tailoring everything we do around that, right? So everything's in congruence, especially through the DM setting process, having real conversation, and on the closing, right? Diving into the commitment, solution, problem awareness phases like I was talking about, all right? So once they're closed, payment will get collected. Then we send them over to you to begin the onboard process for you to fulfill, right? Outside of that, we'll track the following metrics to ensure the closures and the appointment setters and everybody on the team is producing and performing at the highest level. Track, call show percentage, calls taken, close percentage, closes, how many DMs were sent for like VAs, appointment setters, right? How many conversations were had each day for inbound DMs, stuff like that. How many people booked, like what's the conversion rate? How many people we continue to keep needing to opt in for you to scale to a run rate of over $1 million a year in your online coaching business, in your high ticket offer, right? And then once we tracked, we're able to make pivots and tweaks by identifying bottlenecks, right? And like really seeing what's going on and seeing where the leaks are at in the funnel, right? It's pretty plain and simple, okay? So if you want our systems that, I really just broke down for you guys in this now 33-minute video, if you want our systems smoothly implemented into your education offer and collect 10K in just 7 days, make sure you DM us on Instagram at Sauna Digital, and we'll see if if it'd be a good fit, because honestly, not everyone is for these systems, right? Some people just, we like to also attach our brand to the right people, right? That's all that is. And sometimes it's not a good fit, especially if what you're doing isn't actually providing real value to your audience. All right. We really like helping scale high ticket mentorships in luxury markets. So, this is really for, keynote speakers, real estate mentors, business consultants, lawyer consultants, etc. No little fish, right? We really want to target people that have an offer of 3K or greater, and a lot of people do, right? Even marketing agencies and stuff like that. But We really want you to be in a luxury market because these systems will literally help you scale your high ticket offer to over $1 million and put you on a run rate of over $1 million this year, 100%. So the only catch, like every good offer, there is a catch. Like I went over earlier, we really do try and offer the most to our clients and give you guys the most value to help you guys scale. Even with this content, like I really broke down some systems that people pay for, right? And we truly believe in getting paid based on results, right? Not just for some theory or just some system, like real results, right? And because we offer the absolute best as far as clients and results goes, we can only work with 5 to 10 creators at a time just because of implementing the teams and running 7 days for free and seeing if you're an actual person we can scale up does take upfront effort. But, right, the people that we do collect more than $10,000 in cash for them in 7 days, and we're pretty positive we can do it for you if you're the target ICP like we talked about in the right market. We can guarantee 10K in 7 days. It just takes effort, right, that we're taking off your plate. And yeah, so we only have currently 3 more spots available for the free 7 days. Reach out to us whenever you watch this video if this interests you, because who knows where we'll be at, right? Like I said, at this current moment, I think we're at 20 subscribers. So if you're watching this 2 years later, like who knows where we'll be? Probably somewhere off the coast, like just chilling, living, really smacking. Reach out to us because I'm sure we'd love to do it for free to your business as well. And who knows where we'll be at, like I said. So after the 7 days, in full transparency, we do move into a partnership model. So if you choose to move forward with us after the 7 days, it'll be a partnership model. Like I said, we'll be paid for an implementation fee of the system in the team. And then we'll work on a commission basis for 6 months to ensure the best foot's being put forward on both behalves, right? Incentivizing the team to keep grinding and scaling up your offer, and for us to continue to consult you and tailor in your targeting and tailor in your copy and really help you scale your offer to where it needs to go. And like I said, put you on a run rate for over $1 million, right? All that is, like I said, is, let me see. I had it over here. We're on the little brother's iPad. Let me see. Boom. 9 sales at 10K is 90K a month. 17 sales at 5K is 85K a month. 28 sales at 3K is 84K a month, right? And $1 million a year is only 83.3K a month, right? So let's get you on a run rate of over $1 million in your offer, all right? So after the 7 days, we're going to evaluate your market, get feedback from the closers and, the whole team as far as, what it really looked like, the overview of your business and your leads coming in, if they're highly qualified, if we can continue to scale, and how we can really just go all out with your launch strategy moving forward, right? If needed, we will then move into ad spend, leveraging both ads and organic audience once we tailor in the high converting lead mag and high producing content angles that are going to help you produce at a really high level. Again, completely free of yourself. So all you have to do is worry about content and fulfillment and getting richer. All right. If you want this, make sure you message us at Sauna Digital and we will see if it would be a good fit for you to work with us. And if you just want the systems, reach out to us because we can just implement these systems into your business for just $7K, and you can go on your way to just collect cash seamlessly for on and on. All right. So outside of that, I hope you guys got some really good sauce here today. All right. Outside of that, we'll see you at the top.